Okay, listen. We're going to get into spoilers, especially the fucking ending of this movie. You had me. You had me throughout this movie, okay? I bought into it. It's low budget. You know, it's nothing new, but I bought into it. And then you give us that lazy, fucking terrible fucking cop-out of an ending? No, Michael Nader. We're going to talk about this fucking ending because you just ruined your own fucking movie. Welcome to Happywax TV. Okay, I'm just going to warn you now. I'm probably going to get, well, I'm not probably, I am going to get into spoilers with this movie because I am going to talk about this fucking terrible fucking cop-out ending of this movie. It drove me insane to think that they would go this route and just totally ruin this fucking movie. They had the build-up of the first ending that they should have went with, and then they ended it the way they did, and it was fucking terrible. So there is going to be spoilers, so I'm just warning you now. So if you don't want to get into them, then just click the video off. To give this a rating, I was probably going to give this rating like a 6.5, but I'm going to give it a 5. Now, I'm not going to flunk it because it is fairly decent, but that ending, man, Jesus Christ. Nothing like ruining your own fucking movie. So anyways, Michael Nader is the writer and director of this. He also wrote the movie Headcount, which I'm pretty sure I liked. I have a review for it on my channel somewhere. It's a couple years old, but I'm almost positive that I did like that movie. Jordan Hayes plays Cammy, and Max Toplin plays Spencer. I'll give you a very quick synopsis here. A socially awkward driver and a weary passenger try to make it to their destination while being haunted by a supernatural threat. Okay, so basically in a nutshell, Cammy is going to visit her dad's house, who lives in the middle of fucking nowhere in this forest, okay? And she is picked up by Spencer, who is this Uber driver, and they are traveling to this destination, and then they get on this certain stretch of road, and then all sorts of crazy shit happens. That's the movie. Okay, so, but it's okay. You know what I mean? Like I bought into it. I know it's low budget. It's more or less a one location shoot. The majority of the action takes place on this road or just off the road in like some foresty scenes. And that's fine. And I did appreciate that they went more of a practical person, creature, if you will. Do you know what I mean? For the stuff that's in there. There is some CGI, but it's not very good. But I did appreciate the practical. It's not very gory. It's not very scary. You know, and it's got a story that's been told 1,000 times. I could list, you know, a bunch of movies here that are kind of the same scenario as this one. But basically, they go in, when they get on this stretch of road, okay, they fall into this other dimension, okay? And this is, we're kind of given the background history of this toll man who's the creature or demon in this movie by Lorraine, who has a great scene because they're Cam and Spencer are on this road, right? And they try and leave it because his car doesn't work anymore. The battery's dead. That's a cliche right there, but whatever. So Cammy tries to walk down this road to get to a house, and then like 10 minutes later, she comes walking in the other direction. So we find out there that there's a loop that they can't get out of. And then Lorraine comes bombing in on this tractor, and it's pretty cool because, you know, she gives them the background history of what they're going to go through, right? Like this toll man, you know, he collects death, you know, and even though they can see Lorraine and she can see them, they're not anywhere close together because they've gone into this other realm that they have to try and get out of. So, and she kind of, because she's been there before and she's escaped, so she kind of gives them, you know, clues and hints on how to beat this guy and stuff. And at first they don't believe her. They think she's some crazy old bag on a fucking tractor. And I thought it was great the way she just comes bombing in there and stuff and whatever. So, and then the rest of the movie is this toll man trying to trick these two into killing each other, okay? Because that's what he wants, is he as is told, he wants one of their deaths. And that's what the second half of this movie's for. Now, the way they lead up to this, when Spencer picks Cammy up, it's great because he plays this socially awkward Uber driver to a fucking T. He's you know, this sketchy kind of conversation and the questions that he asks her. And Cammy's thinking this guy's like a fucking lunatic. Like, just get me to where I got to go so, you know, I can get the hell out of your car because you're fucking crazy, man. And it's funny though, because like he's just being nice and he's asking questions that you're not supposed to ask, but he's doing it in like a caring type way, right? So the whole first act, you're kind of questioning, is this guy Looney Tunes, or is he just, you know, is he like just a caring guy who's just socially awkward, right? Because Cammy thinks that, you know, I'm not even going to make it here. This guy's going to kill me. And that, you know, that's all part of writing. And I bought into it. I thought it was great. This is low budget. You know, when we get into the second act and they're going into the woods and the scene setups are okay, you know what I mean, for low budget. You know, some of the action is okay. It's got a pretty good runtime. It's only 8 minutes long, okay? But it's the ending of this movie that fucking it just took me right out of it, man. Like, okay, so at the very end of this movie, they learn how to defeat this toll man, or at least they think they do, okay? So they're thinking that if he doesn't see them, that he can't do anything to them, okay? And that's what Lorraine told them, like, you know, back in the second act. So they get back into Spencer's cab or his car, and they line the windows with fucking garbage bags so he can't see in. And they think, okay, we just have to wait here until sunup, and then this will all go away. Well, the toll man goes to the back, like the backup camera, and has this little stencil board, and he goes, check the time, right? So they look at the fucking clock, and the whole time throughout this entire movie, it's still at like, I think it's 8 minutes to 3. So time hasn't advanced. So then they just realize like, we're fucked. You know what I mean? Like one of us has to die because time stands still in this realm. And he knows it. So we can't wait to sunup because there isn't going to be a fucking sunup. And I thought, okay, that's cool. That's cool. So then they talk about like Spencer's like, you know, maybe, or you think that he's going to say like, you know, well, I'll kill myself. Because he says, well, I'm just going to end it and get this over with then. So Cammy thinks that, you know, he's going to kill himself, right, to save her. And she's like, oh no, don't do that. Don't do that. We'll figure this out and blah, blah, blah. And he goes, oh no, what are you talking about? He's like, I was honestly going to kill you before I dropped you off and blah, blah, blah. And he goes, I was wondering what you'd look like when you were dead. And he goes, now I'm going to find out. Right. And then, okay. And I thought, this is fantastic. You know what I mean? Like it was maybe a smidge obvious that was going to happen, but I'll accept that because cool. So he kind of smashes her face into the car sort of thing. And then she gets out and she starts running away and he grabs his bow and arrow, right? And there's the whole scene as to why he has a bow and arrow. You can watch the movie and find out. So he shoots her with this bow and arrow, right? And she drops to the ground on the road and we think she's dead, right? And he gets out of the car and he's like this totally different guy now. He's not this stumbling kind of awkward fucking buffoon that he was, this act that he was putting on for Cammy. He's like his real self now, like, you know, this serial killing fucking asshole. But I bought into it and I thought, okay, that's awesome. What a fucking great ending. Because he's even saying to this toll man, like, let me the fuck out of here now. I gave you your death. Go fuck yourself. Let me out. And I was like, okay, let's go that route because we can continue on with this story. Maybe he's going to end up bringing more souls to this toll man and blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking, okay, this isn't your conventional ending. It's not a cop-out. Good. And then Cammy moves. Okay? She's not dead. And I was like, oh no. Oh, and it just fucking happened. And I'm thinking, you have got to be fucking kidding me. You had this stellar, fucking brilliant ending of tricking your audience into thinking that this guy's like this socially awkward, kind-hearted fucking guy, and he turns out to be like a murdering asshole. Nope, no. Cammy's not dead. And when he walks over to her, she pulls the fucking bow and arrow out of her shoulder and stabs this guy in the throat, and he dies. And I'm thinking to myself, are you fucking kidding me? Like, that was the most stupidest, like, cop-out, laziest fucking ending you could have ended with. You had all this potential to make this movie something good, considering it's low budget, and it had a few twists and turns in it, and then you had this killer ending where you could have continued this fucking story, and then you end it by this character that we just seconds ago bought into as this fucking serial killer who can progress your story. You kill him because the girl always has to fucking win by stabbing him in the fucking throat. He dies, and then the movie's over. Are you fucking kidding me? No. And at that point, I was like, okay, you know what? This is going to be a spoiler review because that is the fucking stupidest ending. Like, could you cop out any more, Michael Nader? I don't know if it was what you wrote or if you had studio come in and say, nope, nope, it has to be this way. The audience won't accept it if a murdering fucking serial killer is the you know, the last person standing. Like, what? Like this. Oh. Anyways, thanks for ruining the fucking movie for me. Oh, God. It's so much potential. So it could have carried on, maybe got picked up by a bigger studio, had a bigger budget, and carried this Spencer character on, and the Toll Man bringing him souls. No, no, no. Let's just go the fucking stupidest, most idiotic, lamest, fucking cop-outiest, is cop-outiest even a word? Route we can go, and have her not be dead, which would be the obvious thing that we could all fucking see, and then have her stab him in the throat with the fucking arrow. Bravo. Bravo, Michael Nader. Bravo for ruining your own fucking movie. Like, does this guy not have any fucking friends that, you know, Michael, no, 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 no. Don't go with the original ending. No, no, because it's fucking terrible. Stop with just the ending. Then you've got a good movie. Did no one pipe up and say anything to this guy? Because you just ruined your fucking movie. Anyways, guys, yeah, to say I was disappointed with this one would be a fucking understatement. It sucked me in and had me, and then the last 5 minutes of this movie, it just totally, just sucked me right out with the stupid, dumbass fucking ending. So, anyways, The Toll, it's out soon. I think it comes out in June. When you do see it, let me know what you think of it. And if you have seen this one, like at a festival, because I know it did the festival run, let me know what your thoughts on the ending are. Okay, again, I didn't hate this movie, but I fucking hated the ending. It was so, well, you know what I think of it. Anyways, yeah, let me know what you think, guys, and until next time, stay scared.